Hi everyone, Jorgelina here. I have for you a teacher video. I am going to be reformatting this pixel activity that Julianne and I made together. This was definitely a labor of love. I made the pixel image on Sheets. She took it and she formatted it, and then I took it back and I formatted it conditionally to make it into a template that we can all use. What I am going to offer today with Julianne is this template. And then with this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to edit it to make it your own. Anyone that goes through our Facebook group and shares their updated version, so you add your questions, you add your answers, and you share it on the Facebook group, will get a link from us with 10 block reveals that are also K-Pop Demon Hunter's theme. Okay, so this goes live today. Once you post your version, you can send us a message letting us know you posted it in the Facebook group, and we will send you the 10 block reveals. There is a small thing to that. One thing is that you cannot share this outside of the Facebook group because we are working really hard and we want to make sure that it stays within the group, which is free. And then obviously, for obvious reasons, you cannot sell this on your TPT store. So feel free to use it in your classroom, share it with other teachers and all of that are at your school site. That is completely fine. But if you're going to put it out on the internet, make sure that it is only in our Facebook group. So here we go. I am going to make a copy of this. And what I am making mine on is going to be on unit rates. So I'm just going to call it something like this. And I'm going to go ahead and save it. I guess we'll just save it on the drive for now. Oh, no. Okay, fine. Let's save it on my drive. You do have to make sure that you choose a folder. If it's not letting you copy it, it's because it's trying to put it on my folder, and we don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it on here. I'll make a new folder. It's year 25. And on the folder, I'll put KPop Demon Hunters so I know what it is. And we'll save it here. All right, so now this is the copy that I can edit, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the title here. This is going to be the Unit Rate Challenge. I will try really hard to make sure I have timestamps in this video below. If you already know how to edit pixel activities, you obviously do not have to watch this entire video. They all work the same, but this is mostly for our newbies because we have a lot of them, but this is going to be super, super easy. So here we go. So I need to put some instructions. So solve each problem to find the correct unit rate. Write your answer using a colon with no spaces between the numbers. Example 3 to 1. Other one, simplify when possible. Each correct answer reveals part of the mystery pixel image. Work carefully and watch the picture come to life as you go. All right. So as you can see right now, this can be edited as well if you want to. So I like bolding the word directions. I like my directions starting, I've been liking this, usually one below. To create new lines, you just have to hold on to Control and hit enter. So I kind of want it like this. And then I'm just going to make this slightly bigger. And I'm going to change this so that it is center aligned. All right, I like that a lot better. You can also make it centered or however it works best for you and how you like to format these things. But anything that is not here in the answers, it doesn't affect any of the actual template itself. So you're able to play around with the colors, change the sizing, anything like that that works for you. Okay, now the next part is to add my questions and my answers. This is what makes the magic pixel happen. What I am going to do is I do have the questions already on the side because if not, this would be endless. So I'm not going to be coming up with questions. I have 20 questions for unit rates on the side, which is what we're covering right now, because I do want to use this. So for example, this is my first question. I'm just going to go ahead and double click here and hit paste. And notice how this is super, super long. So what I'm going to do is I am going to change the font size. And then I am going to change the text wrapping. And then I'm going to change it so that it's justified in the center like that. Let's see if I could go a little bigger. I do want them to all be about the same size. So I think that's good. 3 lines. Okay, so a car travels 120 miles in 4 hours. What is the unit rate in miles per hour? And then this would be 30 to 1. All right, so notice how when I put 30 to 1, over here, the pixels are gone. That's because this answer is set to 1. The answers live here on sheet 2. So I'm going, which is actually sheet 1. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to change this answer to 30 to 1. So this is where the answers go. So this is going to go 30 to 1. Now when I go here, there is my image complete. Okay, so I'm going to do this process for every question. Feel free to fast forward this part. I will go very slowly for about 4 or 5 questions, and then I'll just go a lot faster. Okay, so I'm going to copy, paste, and now because I have this one already set up how I like it, I'm going to click on the one above, click on this little tool here that says Paint Format, and then I'm going to click on this one, and it's going to copy that formatting. 5 apples for $10. What is the cost per apple? And this is 2 to 1. Go to sheet 2. This is 2 to 1. I like going one question at a time because it helps me see that my pixel, there's nothing wrong with it. If you do all of them at the same time, then that takes it's harder to find where your mistake was. So again, if you go up to one that you like that is formatted and you use the little paint format, it's copying the format. I'm gonna go ahead and click that. 36 pages in 3 hours, that is 12 to 1. I'll do 2 this time. And then a bakery uses 8 cups of water for 4 cakes. Copy this, go there, and then this is going to be 2 to 1. So 12 to 1, 2 to 1, 12 to 1, 2 to 1. And there it is. And now what I'm going to show you too, if you wanted to, we can take this formatting, right? I'm going to paste it. I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste it. And then I'm just going to do this to all of them. I got 3. Now I'm going to copy these 3 and then paste them here. And now the formatting is set. Because again, this is where your questions go. So I have the formatting set for all of those. And now once again, I'm just going to go quicker because I've done a couple. So that goes there. And that is going to be 51. I'm looking at this question and I don't like it because I don't want it to be decimals. So we'll rewrite that one. I think I like that one better. A store sells 6 headbands for $24. What is the cost per, not soda. Is headband one word? It's going to correct me if I have it wrong. I'm going to leave it at 1 word. You can correct me in the comments and then I'll fix it if it's wrong. That one better. Let's keep going with the other ones. Again, see, I wrote these and then, now that I'm thinking about it, I have to change the questions. Pause it, 5 minutes. 1. Okay, so 300 to 1 and 4 to 1. All right, we got the first whole side done. How nice does that look? And remember that after this, what we're going to do is we're going to hide the answers from students, but halfway done, and it's been a few minutes, so we want to make sure we keep going. It's been 12 minutes already, but we want to get this done. No, I already did. Nope. Yep, that's the good one. All right, I should have done this earlier. I'm going to do this. We're going to do, this. I am updating these here. Now I have all the formatting done. Copying and pasting. This answer here is 31. And the next answer is 31. Okay, let's keep going. $240, 21. And 24 for 8. And notice how some of the answers are repeating, and that's okay. This is for 7th graders. So we want the repetition. 3 to 1 and 30 to 1. Flipping between both, checking my answers as I go. Cookies. To 1. 30 to 1. I really like 30 to 1. 8, 30, 12. And 30, 12. Just a few more to go. Mm. 12 to 1. And, 300 to 1. 12 and 300. Let's see, a student. How about this one? No, there's too many 12 to 1s. I have 62. I need one more question. I only had 19 since we got rid of the other one. Do I have 60 divided by 5? All right, we'll keep it then. A student earns $60 for 5 hours of babysitting. What is their rate per hour? And that is 12 to 1. Ooh, so much went away. 12 to 1. All right, we are 15 minutes into the video and I've already have a completely working assignment. This is what I like to do to check that everything worked out. I am going to start deleting the answers from here one at a time, like this. Just delete, 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 like this. And I'm going in order for a reason. And once I've done that, I am going to use this undo button and undo that because I want to watch it turn into the pixel and make sure it's working. Right, so that one works. And I just want to make sure that nothing weird happens as students are putting in their answers. And remember that they can work in any order, right? So this is what students would be experiencing as they're working through this. So all done. These are all of them here ready to go. And now I need to hide the questions from the students, those answers, right? So I am going to first call this my answer key, so that I remember that this is the completed answer key. And this is how we hide the questions. First, right? I don't need the question numbers. This was mostly for me to know where my spot was. So I deleted that. And I don't need the word answer. Very obvious. So now I want to hide these here. So I do a couple of things here. I am going to first highlight all of these. I am going to make them size 1, very tiny. I am going to right click, view more cell options, and conditional formatting. Okay, so right click, view more options, conditional formatting. And what that does is it brings up the conditional formatting thing on the side. And I'm gonna change it so that the color here is white and the font is white. Because what it does is it hides those from students. Students, even if they get this far, at this point, they can't see any of the answers. Okay, they really would have to know how to read the formulas in order to find these. The next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to select the entire sheet. I am going to make this, actually, let's do what Julianne does. I'm going to go from B all the way to C, select all the columns, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to hide all the columns. And then I'm going to select the whole sheet and make this one column that's visible very tiny. Because now when students, if they were to open the sheet, this is what they see. There's nothing here. So everything is hidden. And the last step, so that they don't even have access to the sheet, I am going to right click on it and then go to hide sheet. This is now a completely working template for students. You can go back and replay any of the pieces if you missed them. I will make sure to put timestamps at the bottom for easy navigation. And the next part now is to make the student sheet. Okay, so I like to do this twice and I'll show you why. So first I'm gonna go to File, Make a Copy. I'm gonna save it in the same folder that I had saved it in. And then this is going to say Student Sheet. Okay, so I'm changing from answer key to student sheet. And I'm going to delete all of the answers just in one batch. And this would be what students see when they get the assignment itself. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to make a copy. All right, and now I'm going to change this title just to the unit rate challenge, student sheet, just something different. Make a copy of that one. Because now this copy has never had the answers in it. So now students really do have to work through here. You're not risking it like accidentally flashing the previous version or anything like that. This version has never had the answers in it at all, but everything works the same. So now I'm going to go to this one and I'm going to delete this version because I don't need two of them. All right, so this is the student sheet that has never seen answers. And this is the sheet that is your answer key for yourself. I like printing these as PDFs. It makes things way easier for me to save. So I'm going to go to File, Download PDF. I'm going to change this to portrait and nope, actually I want it landscape, how it was, but I am going to change this to fit to page. Okay, so now this is fitting on the page. I am going to go ahead and export that into a PDF. And I like saving that for myself so that I have the answer key to share with any of the other teachers that would be using it. So that is it for now. Don't forget your challenge. If you take the template and you add your own questions and answers, share it back with the group. And when you share it back with the group, make sure that we have access to actually making a copy of it, because we will be testing to make sure that you shared it. And then when you do that, we will send you 10 block reveals that work the same way. You add your questions and your answers, and you'll have a different KPop Demon Hunter image. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you enjoyed this. I do post a lot of videos about teaching and activities, and everything is always shared for free. And I will make sure to link the playlist that has all the teacher videos, since my channel kind of goes in a different direction at times. But I will see you on the next one. Bye.